you're looking for a secluded getaway to have your next vacation, then stick around. This episode is definitely for you. This week we take you to Fountain Court Holiday Apartments, tucked away in the very exciting village of Crown Point. It's been a busy week for us, so we have a packed show for you. Let's have a look at what's to come in the next half hour. I'm Davia Chambers, and Let's Talk Tobago starts now. We say farewell to Chief Secretary Orville London, highlights on the Tobago Track and Field Development Meet, and later, we take you to the Arts for the Aging exhibition. These stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago continues. We'll be right back.
Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book fair. Come and meet the volunteer crew from nearly 60 different nationalities. Browse through and purchase from our collection of over 5,000 titles of books. Tour through the Journey of Life display. Enjoy a delicious treat in the International Cafe. And chat with one of our crew about life on board the Logos Hope. See you there.
You're viewing Let's Talk Tobago, and this week we are exploring Fountain Court Holiday Apartments. Now this property is a real hideaway and is located at Sorbet Feeder Road after the fire station. In our first story this week, we say farewell to outgoing Chief Secretary Orville London as he served the Tobago House of Assembly for 16 years. Caroline Wallace fills us in on this report. Have a look.
He's led at the Tobago House of Assembly as Chief Secretary since 2001. And after 16 years of service in that position, Orville London has retired. But before he officially left, THA assemblymen, administrators, family, friends, and other well-wishers gathered at Cafe Coco to say farewell.
And although the number of years vary, one of the things that we all agree on is that he has maintained the honor and integrity of this institution, and more so, he was always very intent on us doing the same thing. I know that I can say boldly that it was a significant learning curve for all of us.
Mr. London was described as a leader who was never easily ruffled, one who listens intently and takes suggestions.
He evaluates before he says anything. He's very deliberate, and above all, he is very bright. I am very pleased to have worked 8 years with Orville. I have not met another person in my life that I respect and I admire as Orville London. To me, he is the best secretary, best chief secretary, or chairman of the Tobago House of Assembly, the best leader that the Tobago House of Assembly has ever had.
And this is how the guest of honor responded to the outpouring of gratitude.
I did what I had to do. I enjoyed doing it. And I derived a certain degree of satisfaction from knowing that I was able to make a difference in the lives of people.
Mr. London thanked everyone who impacted his life over the 16 years he governed the island.
And to love, pure and chaste from afar, to try.
I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
Fountain Court Holiday Apartments is owned by entrepreneur Paul Roberts. The property opened its doors to the public on January 15, 2015. Now, the Scarborough General Hospital's Accident and Emergency Unit is being renovated to ensure patients are comfortable while awaiting medical attention. Here's a glimpse of some of the upgrades in this report.
If you or a loved one falls ill and has to visit the hospital, you'd want to be in a comfortable space while waiting to be attended to. That's the motive behind the newly renovated Accident and Emergency and Outpatient Clinic at the Scarborough General Hospital. Patients can now have a waiting room that's spacey, with air conditioning for comfort and additional seating.
This facility that we are about to commission or to unveil this morning is a culmination of months or even years of effort following the opening of this new hospital in December of 2012. Immediately upon opening, we recognized that there were certain deficiencies, and we moved immediately to address those deficiencies, namely the outpatient clinic and the A&E.
The refurbishment is another phase in the evolution of the Scarborough General Hospital. It's part of the Tobago Regional Health Authority's goal to provide quality patient care.
We will continue as we identify not just infrastructural deficiencies, but other areas of weaknesses or areas that require improvement. We'll continue to address those areas and improve the physical infrastructure and, by extension, the services that we provide to our patients.
Customer service is also pivotal to setting high standards in public health care on the island.
We will continue to deliver quality care to the patients. We will be motivated, continue to be motivated, and we will ensure that the TRH's mission and vision is accomplished through our works.
The renovation works cost the TRHA $2 million. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
To guests, Fountain Court isn't just a holiday apartment. It's a home away from home. Guests tend to forget the hustle and bustle of their busy lives once they get to this little hideaway. Now listen to this. The Tobago Cold Storage and Warehouse Facility can say goodbye to power outages, a challenge for any cold storage unit. They recently commissioned a new standby generator to maintain product temperatures no matter the power challenges. Currently Freitas has more information for us in this report.
A new standby generator at the Tobago Cold Storage and Warehouse Facility, TCOSWAF, is expected to provide a boost for the island's agricultural sector. The generator was officially commissioned recently by the facility. TCOSWAF was established in 2004 to provide ample storage space for the island's meat producers and agro-processors. This includes support for the fishing industry. It also provides space for commercial activity.
This is the only one of its kind in Tobago. It comprises a 70,000 square feet dry storage area, which is operating at 100% tenancy. This segment provides commercial space to tenants who are involved in storing, wholesaling, retailing, and the selling of various goods and services.
The standby generator will ensure the warehouse facility continues to serve its clients in the event of power outages. This means all stored goods can maintain their quality.
The new standby generator will ensure that the correct temperatures in the cold rooms are maintained during electrical outages and electrical fluctuations, thereby guaranteeing the integrity of all the goods stored. The two ice machines will continue to provide good quality ice for the fisher folks, for servicing the many ice dispensers located island-wide.
High service standards will enhance TCOSWAF's contribution to Tobago's food security drive.
This generator, no doubt, would bring greater predictability and reliability to the service that you provide to your clients, and to ensure that your products are maintained at approved temperatures. I know that you, in your support for the agriculture sector, that this is just one additional step.
TECOSWAF is one of several units under the Division of Finance and Enterprise Development. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
Up next on Let's Talk Tobago, Tobago Track and Field Development Meet. We'll be right back.
Come, there we go to Tobago, that paradise, bound by Robinson Crusoe. And it is said, it's the land of tomorrow. Princess Margaret say, come Tobago for holiday. Now the whole world say, come Tobago for holiday.
Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book fair. Come and meet the volunteer crew from nearly 60 different nationalities. Browse through and purchase from our collection of over 5,000 titles of books. Tour through the Journey of Life display. Enjoy a delicious treat in the International Cafe. And chat with one of our crew about life on board the Logos Hope. See you there.
Welcome back. This is Let's Talk Tobago. Now, Paul Roberts saw a need to contribute to the tourism industry as he recognized locals needed a more secluded getaway to escape, even if it's just for a few days. With that, he constructed Fountain Court Holiday Apartments, a private hideaway near the A&R Robinson International Airports. Now, if you fail to prepare, then you prepare to fail. Our young sportsmen and women are taking no chances as they prepare for the upcoming season of the Tobago Track and Field Development Meets in February. Here's Omadara Mills to share how this event benefits our athletes.
Over 150 athletes participated in the first two sessions of the annual Tobago Track and Field Development Meet. Young aspiring athletes learn the rules of the event they're interested in, and seasoned athletes work to improve their skills.
This meet is actually geared at preparing athletes for the upcoming season. It also provides the opportunity whereby persons can improve and develop, provide a facility whereby they can compete against each other and produce their personal best.
The meets are staged by the National Association of Athletics Administrations, N3As, in collaboration with the Tobago Athletics Committee. Athletes also use the meet to improve their qualifying times for competition.
For the athletes, the development meet actually assists the athletes in terms of giving them the opportunity whereby they can represent Trinidad and Tobago both regionally and internationally. They will be exposed to various events that they can perform and meet the certain standards required by the Trinidad and Tobago National Association of Athletic Administration.
Coaches are also finding the meets useful.
What it does, it gives the coaches an idea of where the athletes are poised in the season, what work is required, what errors they are making while performing at the development meet, so that these can be corrected. So when they get to the championships, they can perform at their best and make the standards and represent Trinidad and Tobago.
The meets are supported by the Division of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport. A third and final session is planned for February. I'm Omadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
What keeps guests coming back to this location is the peace, closeness to the airport and private accommodations. Now for many, the icing on the cake is being able to sit on the patio, sip some hot coffee and look at the planes as they depart Tobago. Now, the plant quarantine unit is responsible for searching flights and ships to keep foreign pests, diseases, and illegal imports out of Tobago. In this next report, we show you what the unit is all about. Have a look at this.
Last year, officers of the plant quarantine unit inspected over 300 international flights, 13 cruise ships, and 4 cargo ships. The unit is guided by the Plant Protection Act 13 of 1975 and the Plant Protection Regulations 1997. The officers are responsible for checking and processing all plants and related items at the A&R Robinson International Airport, the Scarborough Port, and the Dr. Charlottesville.
The main purpose of the unit is to prevent any unwanted or unauthorized plant products or animal products entering the waters of Trinidad and Tobago, which may adversely affect the agricultural sector.
Last year, the unit seized and destroyed over 1,000 prohibited items. Now, materials such as honey and soil are banned. Other items like flowers, lumber, aggregate, fruits, vegetables, and seeds require strict documentation.
Once someone brings in either any sort of plant material, and once they have the relevant documentation, that is the phytosanitary certificate and input permit, we usually check the items to make sure that they are free of any pests or diseases.
Without the proper papers, items will be confiscated and destroyed at the Hope Farms incinerator in the presence of another officer. The officers also educate passengers on what they can or cannot take off the vessels and provide locals with the necessary documentation for exporting materials to other countries.
It is very important for the agricultural sector because the agricultural sector will not be able to function under attack from pests and diseases, right? And we do the prevention of those, well, you call them foreign invaders.
The plant quarantine unit falls under the Division of Agriculture, Marine Affairs, Marketing and the Environment. The officers also work with personnel from the Customs and Excise Department, Immigration and Public Health to ensure the island remains secure from the entry of pests and diseases. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Are you ready for this part? Well, management offers you a midweek and weekend package that gives you 1 day free. If you vacation at the property from Monday to Wednesday, you get the stay on the Thursday free of charge. And if you vacation at the property from Thursday to Sunday, you get to stay the Monday free of charge. I don't know about you, but I know where I'm going to be for the carnival weekend. So we introduced a new segment called THA Footnotes. This special weekly report takes you on a journey through the years, the highs and lows, the milestones and memorable moments since 1980 when the new assembly was formed. So let's have a look at THA Footnotes.
This is Gail Ned. She's a full-time entrepreneur in the creative arts industry. Gail started a handbag line, Tobago, after she took a class in craft and basic garment construction last year. This and many other courses are offered through the annual Vocational Skills Training Program at community centers across Tobago. The program is part of the island's thrust to develop its human potential, and there are other initiatives providing Tobagonians with marketable skills that weren't offered formally until the 1980 re-establishment of the Tobago House of Assembly. A total of 36 vocational classes were held in 23 communities last year to the benefit of 400 Tobagonians. It's part of the Department of Community Development's mandate to deliver community-based programs that help Tobagonians improve their quality of life. So those seeking employment are invited to attend training courses at several of the island's 36 community centers. And people like Gail Ned are seizing those opportunities.
I started making the bags and giving them away, and people really liked them. And one thing just led to another. I started to expand on the kind of bag that I would make, and then thought, well, we have a lot of wood, scrap wood around the place, you know, maybe I could try a wood handle. And that really took off. People just really, really like the wood handles on the bag.
It's an investment that keeps reaping returns. Entrepreneurs on the island sell their products at the Night Market and Craft Exposition, which the division hosts. The creative industry too is being boosted. In late 2016, GNV Place was recommissioned after being upgraded. It will give the island's artisans a platform to further develop their entrepreneurial spirit. Developing a community also means nurturing our young ones. In Tobago, there are 7 youth-oriented facilities in the east, southwest, and north of the island. The first of the youth zones, or Y zones, which provide activities for young Tobagonians, was commissioned in 2014.
All wild zones will have some services in common, and these are information and communication technology, literacy support through the IBG phonics software, Spanish language development through Rosetta Stone personal tutor software.
And our seniors haven't been forgotten. The department continuously collaborates with various activity centers to keep the elderly active and engaged. They learn new skills and spend time relaxing with friends. It's often said that development is a journey, not a destination. In Tobago, that journey is for everyone who are bold enough to take the first step. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
It's time to take a break, but when we return, we give you details on the Arts for the Aging exhibition. Don't touch that remote. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back.
Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book fair. Come and meet the volunteer crew from nearly 60 different nationalities. Browse through and purchase from our collection of over 5,000 titles of books. Tour through the Journey of Life display. Enjoy a delicious treat in the International Cafe. And chat with one of our crew about life on board the Logos Hope. See you there.
Thanks for staying with us. We are exploring Fountain Court Holiday Apartments. This property has 12 rooms. 6 are single rooms and sleep 3 persons comfortably, and the remaining 6 are double rooms and sleep 6 persons comfortably. We shift focus now to explore some hidden talents with our senior citizens from different parts of the island. They gathered together to show off their artistic talents at the Arts for the Aging exhibition. Let's take a look at what they had to show.
Senior citizens can create too. And thanks to the Arts for the Aging program, many Tobago senior citizens showed off their artistic skills at a special exhibition. The program was first launched 2 years ago as a 3-month pilot project. Since then, it's become an important part of the lives for the young at heart.
In phase 2, the program was extended into a year-long program and was launched at the Calder Hall Community Center in April 2015. Phase 3 took place during December 2015 to September 2016, and we are now in the 4th phase of the program, which will continue, God willing, until September 2017.
The program has placed a focus on nutrition, healthcare, and education, as the elderly are viewed as important resources who can still make major contributions to society.
And we use the arts, such as music, dance, drama, drumming, arts and craft, to help encourage healthy aging and to reignite the spark of the elderly. Thus, preserving your health, safety, and your independence is of paramount importance. However, older persons should be seen as the invaluable resource that you are, and should not be wasted, since they are healthier and more active now in the past.
The seniors displayed their handiwork and had a chance to examine all of the pieces on show. Ms. White of the Rockley Vale Activity Center paid tribute to the tutors for their exceptional patience.
We want to give special thanks to the handicraft tutors for the patience they had with the clients. They shared their knowledge, not teaching them part and keeping the other part. They gave them everything. And we want to say thanks most of all for not discriminating with the seniors.
The Arts for the Aging program is an initiative of the Division of Community Development and Culture. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
As you can see, the pool is surrounded by beautiful artwork done by Mr. Neymar Cordner. The pool itself is very shallow and is perfect for non-swimmers to join in on the fun. If that's not enough, then take a stroll down to the Storbay Beach facility, as it's a cool 10-minute walk from the property. We shift gears now to focus on youths in our next society. The students of the Bishop's High School were first in line to visit the Decibel Entertainment Company's Entertainment and Arts School Tour 2017. Here's more from Crystal George.
The Decibel Entertainment Festival aims to teach young people about careers in entertainment. The creators of the event really found that young people in Trinidad were not connected with careers in entertainment in a big way. The schools are really pushing the academic careers, and there were a lot of careers that were missing bodies and missing talent. And they felt that it was their mission to foster growth in that industry by putting on this event, which led to us doing a school tour.
Not everyone is an accomplished singer, but the students are being taught to broaden their view to other entertainment careers, from songwriting to dancing or sound engineering. There are many options.
The need for young people to work in the entertainment industry is great. All of the old greats are dying out, and it's not just the singers and the dancers and the frontline people, it's the people working in the background as well.
Entertainer Marcus Braveboy, better known as Mark Hardy, says entertainment and the arts are his passion. It's what led him to follow his dreams. But he says he proudly pursued academics too.
I always wanted to do music, and at the age of 15, I went to Marshall Montano's studio, Ed Gordon Studios it was called, and I just fell in love with being in a studio and just being around music, and I ended up studying law. So I actually have a law degree from the University of London. I know there was somebody who wanted to be a lawyer there. So I actually have a law degree, but I'm a rapper. So some people ask me, if you have a law degree, why are you a rapper? And the answer is, I just love music.
The session was also exciting for the students. One of the students says it was refreshing to get insight into entertainment and learn about careers in the industry.
I think that the event today was very inspirational to me, and I am sure to other students as well. Because, you know, sometimes your parents might pressure you to do the stereotypical thing, law, doctor, that kind of stuff. But I think that them coming to our school and showing us that no matter what you study, or no matter what everybody else expects you to study, you should just follow your heart, do what you love to do because that's your passion.
The school tour was made possible through the support from the THA's Division of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport. I'm Keishon Wilson for Let's Talk Tobago.
And it's time for Have Your Say, the segment of our program where we hear what you, the viewers, have to say. So today we're asking, how valuable do you think school education is? While you think about it, let's take a look at who had their say this week.
I think education is important because I see it as the starting point of a person's journey through life, because education, a good education that is, helps a person becomes more marketable because it increases your choices in life.
School education is rather important for your personal development, for your development, re-employment, and even socializing.
Winston Gypsy Peters could not have said it any better. Education is the key to get your degree and out of poverty.
It will instill the basic instincts which will prepare the children for the world of work.
Education for me is very, very important. It is what challenge our children to do well.
I think education is very important, but it's more about the application of education, because if you have the education but you are not applying it, let's say to your work or to the field that you're in, then it makes no sense. If you have a bunch of letters behind your name but you're not able to apply what you have learned, then education in itself is very invaluable.
We close another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Remember to email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and productive week. We close with a montage of the retirement function for administrators. We do hope you enjoy.